Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all having yourselves a fantastic day so far. Today, I thought I'd bring you guys a kind of a different video. I changed my channel name to Jacob's Electronics instead of Jacob's Lighting because I figure I want to work more with like electronics, not just lights in general. So I figured to kick it off, we got a few bulbs here that I collected over like a couple months, and I figured we could pop them. So most of these are like halogen headlight bulbs. If we take a look at this one, as you can see in there, 2 halogen filaments. I think one's already been popped. Actually, they've both already been popped. Oh, my camera. So they've both already been popped. Oh, there you go. Those have been popped, but we have a little plethora. We have a little assortment of bulbs, ranging from this little projector LED to this little funky looking bulb. And yeah, most of them are halogen. Like I said, this is fog light, fog lamp for a vehicle. So without further ado, I got my bench power supply over here. I'll tell you guys what the power is like, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right. First bulb queued up. This is a halogen headlight bulb. It has one filament that is rated for 65 watts and a smaller filament that's rated for 45 watts. You can't really see much difference on camera, and you can't really see much difference IRL either. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start off at 5 volts over here. We're at 5.5 volts, and we're going to do 1 amp. So here we are. Let's see if it does anything. Not quite. Okay, we're going to go up on the volts. Alright, we're at about 6 volts. Actually, we're at about 7 volts now. 2.2 amps. It's barely lighting. Let's go ahead and turn this lamp off over here. We're going to continue to go up on the amps. We're actually going to go up on the volts now more. We're going to get up to operating voltage. So now we're at 12.3 volts. You can see where I touched it. You're not supposed to touch these bulbs because they're made out of quartz, not glass. And it's kind of burning off my the oils that were on my skin. Let's see if I can do something here so you guys can see the... Well, that's not really working now, is it? Yep, I can definitely smell burning. So we're at 36 watts right now. And if we go ahead and continue, I'm going to turn the amps all the way up. So now it's going to go up gradually as I turn on, as I go up on the volts. We're at 15 volts now. It's gotten a little bit brighter. We're at about 20 volts now. It's very bright, starting to smoke a little bit. And now we're going to go full speed ahead. Now we're at about 156 watts. And that's the max my bench power supply can do. We're at 31 volts, 31.5 volts, 4.9 amps, 156 watts. That's all she's got. That's crazy. So it didn't pop right there. That's just my my camera, not my camera. That's just me turning off the power supply. That's crazy it wasn't able to pop. Let's just hit it all at once now. Okay. The amount of heat this thing is producing is insane. Like, I'm about 1.5 feet away, and I can feel the heat coming off this thing. Now, both filaments are on. I know you guys can't really see it on camera, which I tried my best to get it on camera. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright, I can't believe it. I just turned it on off camera for a second, and it literally just blew. It just blew. You can't really see it. You can see on the right side there, it the what you call it, like the little support bracket melted off. You can't really tell. You can't really tell on camera, but we got a couple more halogen ones, halogen headlight bulbs. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. All right, welcome back. Another one, another headlamp bulb. As you can see both filaments pretty well in the camera. What I did was on my camera, I went ahead and put an ND filter on it, so that way it's not so bright for you guys, and that way you might be able to make out some detail. It's really hard to capture stuff that's this freaking bright. Like I said, I was at 150 watts on something that's the size of a like the edge of my finger. So anyway, we're gonna start out at 9 volts, 1.9 amps. It should do something here. There we go. You can see it there. It's glowing pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and start cranking my ND up, so that way you guys can see it pretty well. There you go. We're at 5.5 volts, 1.9 amps, about 11 watts. We're gonna go up on the volts real quick. We're at 12.6 volts. I'm going to go ahead and crank the ND up. There you go. Look at that. Now you guys can see that pretty well. I'm at my max ND, so I'm going to have to start messing with the shutter speed here in a minute. We're at 38 watts. Let's go ahead and just keep on trucking. 20 volts, 3.8 amps, about 77 watts. Starting to smoke. 27 watts, 28 watts, 130 watts, 28 volts. Can really smell it burning. 160 watts. There it is. So this thing is incredibly freaking bright right now. 160 watts, and it's just taking it like a champ. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off there. That's both filaments. We're going to go ahead and hit it all that we got right there. It should do something here. Let's cycle it a couple times. You can really smell it burning. I don't know why it's still chugging along. The other one didn't last nearly this long. 5 amps, 32 volts, 160 watts. It's taking it like a champ. It's taking it like a freaking champ. Okay, well, I guess that's it for that one. It didn't pop, but I couldn't give it any more. I don't have another power supply, so I couldn't just hook them up in parallel. So, anywho, I mean, that's still not burnt, as you can see there. I mean, the filaments are still intact. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one real quick. All right, we're back. This is like a fog lamp bulb, still halogen though, so nothing really different there. But it's a smaller filament. I believe this is rated for 55 watts, so not really much different at all. I thought it was less than that. So we're going to start off at the operating voltage, which is 12 volts at 2 amps. We're going to see what it does. It's slowly climbing there. I'm going to go up on the amps real quick. We're going to get it up to 12 volts. And there it is, 12 volts. 4.4 amps, 56 watts. So we're right on the money there. I'm going to go ahead and start turning the ND filter up. That way you guys can see the filament. There you go. You guys can see the filament pretty well right there. And we're just going to go up. I suspect that this is not going to last very long. We're going to turn the amps all the way up, and we're just going to gradually increase the voltage. Oh, and there it went. Didn't last long at all. Just shy of 21 volts. It didn't last long at all. So, like I said, didn't last long. And yeah, we got a couple more like that. We actually got 3 more like that. So let's go ahead and do those real quick. All right, got another one, another fog lamp bulb. This one has the blue coating on it, so that way it looks a little bit more white. It kind of neutralizes the yellow of halogen. So we're going to go ahead and start off at 5 amps at 12 volts. Once again, this one is rated for 12 volts, 55 watts. So we go and turn it on. It should warm up pretty should warm up pretty quick there. And there it is, where it's 60 watts. This one definitely is a lot whiter than the regular halogen that's uncoated. We're going to turn the ND up. There you go. You guys can see that. Look at that. So I'm going to go up pretty quick on this one. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it a little slow. So we're at 106 watts already. It's flickering a little bit. 17.8 volts. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. That was very interesting. It smells horrible, too. It smells absolutely horrible. And it was flickering like a really bright blue. I don't know if you guys could really see that on camera. But it was flickering a really bright blue before it burnt. And it almost looked like an HID type color. So, yeah, I got a few more. Let's continue. Another fog lamp bulb. Once again, I believe this might not be 55 watts, this might be 35 watts. I don't really know. But I'm going to hit it with the full 300 watts instantly. We're going to do that now. And that didn't last long at all, did it? So, that was quick. We're going to go ahead and just rapid fire these because I want to get to these other ones. Another fog lamp bulb. We'll start it off slow because it makes for a better show. We'll start it off at 15 volts. At 3.2 amps, 50 watts. We'll go ahead. Okay, well, didn't last long at all there. At 20 volts at 5.5 amps. Now we're going to move on to the more interesting ones. As you can see here, I have this funky looking LED bulb. I doubt it's going to burn. It might pop that resistor down there. But we'll see. We'll see what it does. Don't know if it's polarity sensitive or not. We'll find that out too. I turn it up like that so that way you guys can see. Oh, you can see the resistor and the LEDs right there. We'll start it out at 12 volts at 1 amp. Oh, it's red. Would you look at that? I can turn on my lamp over here to neutralize that. Look at that. I did not know what color it was. I thought it would just be regular white. So we'll go up. We'll turn the amps all the way up, and we'll just gradually increase the voltage. It's getting a little bit brighter. And now we're at 30 volts, 32 volts. Oh, something's smoking. Don't know if you can see that. Oh, I can definitely smell it. I can definitely smell it. Let's turn that off for a second. Examine what the heck is smoking. I don't know if it's that resistor or what. Still at 32 volts. Should we just go until something happens? This is kind of boring. I got a feeling it's just going to turn off and nothing interesting is going to happen. Can you guys see the smoke on camera? I don't really know if you can. Doesn't look like it. Oh, and it just cut out. I knew that was the case. Boring. Alright, let's move on. I got one more like this. Let's just move on. Alright, here we go. We're going to hit it with 32 volts. Right there. Let's see if something happens. Maybe something will pop this time. What if I turn the ND up? You guys could see something a little better, maybe. There we go with more smoke. Carbon copy of the exact same thing that just happened. Smoking. I'm going to stand back because I don't know what I don't know what's burning. But interesting enough, it's at 32 volts and it's only pulling 400 milliamps. 15 watts. That's interesting. And it just cut out again. Boo. Boo. Of course, these little LED bulbs, they never give a good show. It's still pulling power. Oh! Go, go, go! Yes! I'm going to turn that off because something's bubbling. Oh my goodness. But hey, that was pretty interesting. That gave a show. Something's still bubbling even though the power's off. Should we turn it back on? It's still pulling 7 watts. Where is that power going? It's still doing something. It's still smoking. Lame. But that gave a cool show. I believe it was that resistor that popped. Actually, no, it was. It was like a MOSFET underneath there. I don't know what that was. Or like a little driver of some sort. Anyway, that's the aftermath. It just kind of burnt the plastic a little bit. Really didn't, instead of a few sparks. So, that was kind of interesting. I got this LED bulb right here. This little LED projector bulb. And this is pretty cool. I've never seen one like this. But this is probably not going to burn. I messed with this one before in the past. And it's probably not going to do anything really interesting. So, but we shall watch. We'll give it 32 volts immediately. It's only pulling 2 watts. It's only pulling 64 milliamps. But what's cool about this thing is that if I pick it up and I just shine it right here, as you can see, like it's a projector. Like, it's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, like I said, nothing interesting is going to happen on it. So yeah. Halogen turn signal bulb. Well, this is more like an incandescent, actually. There we go. We're at 12 volts, 500 milliamps, 6 watts. We'll go ahead and go up on it. I guarantee this is not going to last long. It's a very small filament. We'll turn the ND up so that way you guys can see the filament, and we'll just go up all the way. Not burning. Nothing smoking yet. I don't know how this has taken this. How is this taking this? We turn it off real quick and we're going to hit it with everything. Interesting enough, it's only pulling 900 milliamps at 32 volts. That's only 30 watts. It's taking it like a champ, though. Yep, well, this is kind of boring. I need me another power supply so that way I can hook them up in series so that way I can have way more power. Or I just need a more powerful bench PSU. So, and we're going to check these out. These are some really high quality premium LED bulbs that you can get on Amazon. These are Auxito. I actually use these pretty often. Or I use them in a lot of my vehicles. I say a lot of my vehicles like I own a million vehicles. I don't. I own like 3. Or my family does at least. And I put all these bulbs in here. Like this tail light turn signal and whatnot. And they're really freaking bright. So I'm going to see if they're prone to being overloaded. I'm going to do just one even though I have 2. So let's see what it'll do. We're going to start it off at 12 volts. At 2 amps. This thing is incredibly bright. Something tells me the price that you pay for it will probably indicate that you're getting premium quality stuff, so it's probably not going to be overloaded. I'm going to turn the amps all the way up, and we're just going to gradually go up on the volts. Alright, we're maxed out on the volts. It hasn't gotten any brighter, and it's only pulling 7 watts. So, 32 volts, 200 milliamps, 7 volts. 7 watts. Oh my goodness, I'm butchering everything over here. And it's not really hot at all. If I turn this back to where it was, this thing is incredibly bright. This thing is incredibly bright. Like, look at this thing. That is crazy. So, anyway, like I said, not going to be overloaded because it's premium quality stuff. So, I guess that's everything I have. I cleared out everything. Which one of these bulbs didn't burn? There was one of the headlamp bulbs that didn't burn. We can try to hit that again real quick. We'll mess with this again one more time. We'll just hit it with all. Wow! Dang. How was that for an ending? How was that for an ending? I got glass freaking everywhere. I got glass freaking everywhere, but look at that. That was freaking awesome. That scared the crap out of me, though. I did not expect that. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, my goodness. That was freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome. I got glass freaking everywhere. What the heck? How did it pop this one? How did it pop this one? Did the glass hit it with such... Oh, wow, that's hot. Oh, there's freaking crap everywhere. What is that? It's like a coating of something. This was a clear bulb, though. Where the heck? That caused some freaking mayhem. I did not expect that to happen. That was awesome, though. Okay. I guess that's a good stopping point. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, or you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on that post notification bell, because I post randomly. I don't know when I upload. I don't really have a schedule. Look at this. This is where it went. It went on... No, it didn't. This was this one. That was this one. How did that other one pop? I wish I had a wider lens on here so that way I could have seen how that popped. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video of me popping bulbs. Wow, look at that. I even have glass in this freaking lamp over here. I have glass in this lamp. Like, I have a lamp off camera right here, and there's glass in the shade. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. There's glass freaking everywhere. I'm going to be stepping on this, dude. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video and you're not subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe and post notification bell. I post randomly, like I said, and when I do, they're going to be entertaining, hopefully. Like I said, I'm getting more into electronics more than just lighting, because I like electronic stuff. So... if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, subscribe, turn that post notification bell, comment whatever you want, and whatever part you like the most. And I will see you all in the next video. My name is Jacob. Have a great day. Peace. Alright, a little behind the scenes action. Just blew up the bulbs, just threw them away. Didn't notice, but if we look over here, there's the top to it. That's the top. That's crazy. I still can't believe that.